I'm curious to know what excited you about the project when you first got the script.
Uh, the threesome caught my attention, and
The
I,
one in the title.
yeah. When I see threesome in my inbox, I'm like, don't get that every day. Um, it was that, and then also I think just at the time I really wanted to do something fun, and it felt like a little getaway to a place that I'd never been before, and I was in love with the character, and I thought that there was just a lot of opportunity to just be silly and have fun. I also loved that the character was so like removed from the situation and kind of just enjoying it. I feel like I found myself in that position a lot. So yeah.
Nice. I'm curious also, you're gonna start as a correspondent or you've started with Daily Show. I'm curious what that experience has been like for you and what prompted it.
That was a really informative experience. I feel like it was kind of like comedy grad school in that you gotta write, you gotta edit. I remember sitting in the editing room and really learning like sometimes you can't use a take because there was a plane and that's it. Like just specifics like that where I'm like I only could have learned this by doing it. It was just like a really formative experience.
Was in terms of how it changed your opinion of comedy, does it influence the way you work now? Because you're talking about things that happen on camera and off camera, kind of like takes you can use, takes you can't use. I'm sure improvisation becomes a part of your work. So how did this kind of like alter your process, if it didn't at all?
It definitely, I used to think, I mean, growing up, I watched so many like Judd Apatow movies and you hear them talk about improvising. And I used to think like, I'm just going to go in there and I'm just going to like say whatever and like just have fun. And you really cannot do that. Like, you really have to give them something that they can use, which is like usually 3 seconds at a time. Like, I just learned how to be a little bit more economical with what I was doing on camera, I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
When you think of great date movies or rom-coms, what are a few that you consider like thinking, about jumping into one like this? What are your favorites? What are the most
Mhm.
important ones in your opinion?
I love 50 First Dates. I love that. Also not necessarily a rom-com, maybe more of a sad com, but Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, that's a fun one. Also like the boilerplate, like Harry Met Sally, like you know what I also love? I love Serendipity.
Mm,
You ever seen
yeah.
this?
Yeah. Yeah, I know that
Really
one.
fun one.
Yeah.
I really like that one.
You're working with Michelle Gondry, Eternal
Yeah.
Sunshine of the Spotlight. Eternal
Yeah.
Sunshine. Tell me about that experience and him and that collaboration.
It was kind of amazing just because Eternal Sunshine was like the first indie movie that I ever saw. Um, and it really felt full circle to be able to work with him, like the person who kind of informed my taste at a really young age. It was really cool.
Yeah, he is truly awesome. So I'm excited for that one.
Yeah.
Anything else you have coming up that you're particularly excited about that you want to talk about or share?
Yeah, I just wrapped on a film that will probably be coming out sometime next year called The Love Hypothesis. I'm really just hitting like rom com, really cool.
You're
Yeah.
in the zone on that, yeah.
Hmm.
Well, thank you so much for your time. We have to wrap, but I really appreciate it and great job on this.
For sure. Thank you.